Hello, welcome to another Rail Roundup. Coming up. Yes, a lot going on in the railway industry just recently, from Storm Claudia to Avanti with the Poppies and the Polar Express, and of course East Lancs Railway. But first of all, we're starting off with Network Rail, who were tidying up and sorting out the railway line after Storm Claudia decided to give it a little bit of a battering.
Hi, I'm Ryan Barrett, Programme Manager for Weather Resilience and Climate Adaptation for the Wales and Borders route, and I'm here on the line between Newport and Hereford, where we've had some washouts of the track formation as a result of Storm Claudia on Friday the 14th of November. Storm Claudia was a very intense storm. The river levels were the highest that had ever been recorded. Much of Monmouth and the surrounding areas had seen severe floods to the area as well. The particular section of railway that we're stood on saw the waters overtop the railway and remove the track support zone from underneath our level crossing here. The teams have worked tirelessly to get this back up to a place where we can start running trains again, and we'll be looking now into the future of what we can do to make this level crossing more resilient. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been involved working on this line to reinstate it and get it back up and running. We've had tampers, we've had machines, we've had hundreds of tons of ballast all delivered to site to get it open and ready for our freight and passenger services.
No sooner as the old stock of the Mersey rail trains were being taken off the tracks, enthusiasts were pouring all over them to make sure they could try and preserve as many, or at least one, as possible. One particular one is 507001, and they've been cracking on with a few little features to share with you.
Class 507 Preservation are very committed to ensuring that 507001 remains in excellent condition. To support this objective, a dedicated team made a trip to Litchurch Lane on Sunday, where they conducted thorough testing on several critical systems. Their focus included evaluating the brakes to ensure optimal safety, checking the accuracy of the speedometers, and assessing the functionality of the passenger alarms. Each of these components plays a vital role in the overall performance and safety of the vehicle, and the team's efforts are essential in maintaining the high standards that they strive for.
As we observed Remembrance Sunday, those who have fallen as regards to conflicts and the wars, and we owe an absolute gratitude, and we're forever in their debt. And the least we can ask, they say, is never to forget. And that's one thing that Avanti didn't do. And they were to convey a wreath of poppies from Glasgow to London Euston.
Avanti West Coast joined the Royal British Legion and Poppy Scotland to create and transport a wreath to London on its specially decorated train ahead of Remembrance Day. The unique tribute, created by Cheshire East Poppy Appeal and the Intercity operator, saw veterans and reservists volunteers assemble a poppy wreath as it travelled by rail from Glasgow to London. To mark the occasion, Avanti West Coast worked with UK's leading train supplier Alstom's to wrap the cab ends of the Pendolino 390151 with a design featuring poppies, a symbol of remembrance, at Glasgow Train Care Centre. The Pendolino, which is named as the Unknown Soldier, marked the poignant journey from Scotland to the capital, stopping at 13 stations along the route where veterans who worked for Avanti West Coast and the Royal British Legion were to greet the train and present a posy of poppies. The initiative was designed to highlight the railway's connection to the military and encourage donations to the Poppy Appeal. Before its departure from Glasgow Central at 8 AM, the plain wreath was decorated with its first tribute by a veteran from Avanti West Coast. A bagpiper set off the Pendolino service from the platform.
Christmas is only around the corner, and all the heritage railways which you must support are all getting ready to do their Santa specials and Polar Express specials, especially at the Wendsleydale Railway, as they're getting all ready to open the doors to welcome the festive goers onto their beautiful heritage railway line.
Over on the Wensleydale Railway line, they are thrilled to announce the successful completion of another project, just in time for their Polar Express Christmas train services. Over the course of 4 weeks, the dedicated Beadle P-Way volunteers worked tirelessly for a total of 8 days to replace 32 panels of rails and cutting back vegetation. Armed with Ironman bars and a healthy dose of determination, they tackled the challenges that came their way, often engaging in some creative problem solving along the journey. The commitment and the teamwork displayed by these volunteers have truly been outstanding, and they extend their heartfelt thanks for their hard work and perseverance. Thus, in preparation for their Polar Express this year, ex-LMS Stania Black 5 number 45407, the Lancashire Fusilier, had returned for its starring role in this year's Polar Express. Train ride at Wensleydale Railway, it will operate for 6 weeks of Polar Express Christmas train services and then 2 days of mince pie special trains between Christmas and the New Year.
One of my favourite heritage railways, apart from Ribble, is East Lancashire Railway. And after the new year, later on in January, they're going to do an open house, if you will, where they're going to open the doors to the locos and the sheds and everything else, and have stalls like a fair, all strewn on the platforms and the like, to all the public to come along. And so it's important that we bang the drum to get people through that threshold.
There's an open house event next year at the East Lancashire Railway on the 24th and 25th of January. They'll be throwing the shed doors wide open and showcasing their 1856 built locomotive works. You'll be able to see both the operational locomotive fleet as well as projects that are under restoration, giving the unique opportunity to come and see what goes on behind the scenes at their running shed and engineering facilities. Bury Bolton Street Station will also be a hive of activity, with more locomotives on display for footplate access and trade stores, as well as a steam driving experience and more. The style of open event at the East Lancashire Railway hasn't been seen for a number of years. It will be a ticketed event and they can't wait to share some of the exciting plans and the full itinerary soon. So keep your eyes peeled on their social media for further announcements and for the ticket release date.
I often get asked what is my favourite aspect of the railways. Is it the railway? Is it the trains? Well, of course, it's probably the engineering, the viaducts, the signal box, and the engineering side. It absolutely fascinates me how it all works. And sadly, on a particular railway line, a Welsh railway line, we've just recently had to say farewell to 4 iconics of the railway.
It was a sad farewell to more icons of our heritage, as 4 signal boxes on a section of Welsh Railway was axed in the name of signalling modernisation by Network Rail. Pembury, Kidwell, Ferryside and Carmarthen were all locked up and abandoned as from 11:16 on Wednesday the 22nd of October this year, as the Network Rail Flying Banana test train 1 Quebec 16 became the last ever high-speed train to pass the semaphore signals controlled by Pembury's signal box. The renewing of the old signalling equipment to improve journeys in and out of Wales West, the installation of brand new state-of-the-art systems which include brand new telecoms, power distribution and modelling signalling systems. The work also included upgrading 4 level crossings along the route with brand new barriers and crossings equipment which will make it safer for users. The upgraded level crossings will be Pembury level crossing, Kidwell level crossing, Brethwyn level crossing and Ferryside.
Heritage carries on as regards our railways, and especially when it comes to the locomotives and the trains and the heritage and the special tours that crawl all over the country, giving everyone so much fun and a great day out. One particular service, Vintage Trains, decided to adorn themselves onto platform 1 of Blackpool North and bring all the seaside goers and illumination spotters and tram enthusiasts to the town and the like, maybe fish and chips as well, to enjoy what we have offer. And I thought it would be right and it'd be fitting for me to go along, take Henry and Claire to spot them coming in, to welcome them, and also to see them leave as well.
On Saturday the 15th November, a special locomotive, diesel, a 37, headed up the West Coast main line, branching off to Blackpool from Birmingham New Street to visit the famous seaside town and our wonderful, world famous illuminations.
My hometown Blackpool, here Blackpool North on platform number 1, waiting for Vintage Trains illumination train that's coming here for everyone to get off and enjoy a bit of fresh air and fun. It should be here shortly, and a whole bunch of people who are going to go on the promenade and enjoy themselves. And I got told off because I didn't show the some content of Claire in the last rail roundup, so I've done it now. I'll be in the good books.
And why not take advantage of the day? And once the wonderful staff at Blackpool North Station let us on, Claire decided to set up in position, ready to capture this iconic 37 coming in on platform 1. This trip was in order to allow the passengers to enjoy the best experience of Blackpool and what it has to offer. With the 37 being one of my favourite locomotives, it would have been rude not to get to Blackpool North and find out exactly what's going on.
Wouldn't it be nice just to hear the 37 purr before it goes off to Lostock Junction to turn around, because they want the 37 to lead out of here, so we'll get close to it. And
as much as the Class 47 773 is an absolute icon of the rails, so is the 37 240. This was released from English Electric Vulcan Foundry as D6940 in 1964. This has covered many duties and travelled vastly across the network, from Wales all the way into England, even over the border into Glasgow. And today, being part of the vintage train set coming into Blackpool, this power horse still running and commanding its presence on the rails. As the day draws to a close and the day trippers reload themselves back onto these beautiful carriages, it was only past 8 o'clock that evening when the Class 37 and its rake and the 47 say farewell to the fresh air and fun.
That was beautiful. Well, beautiful. Did you see that? Yeah, he looked at me. Yeah.
And even Henry couldn't resist the temptation to take his iPad and to capture the moment of this beautiful 37
The fake pacer
thundering
just
through
came past
Leighton
too.
Station. He was happy. And yes, Claire was happy. I eventually included her footage in this week's Rail Roundup.
Yes, you don't have to be on the train, do you, to enjoy it. You can always go line side and snap some content and share it with everybody on the Your Railway Community Facebook page. Also as well, to any of the news articles that I talk about, wherever relevant, wherever possible, I'll always put the links in the description area down below. If you've got any comments to make, what's your favourite time of the year as regards the railways, or your favourite heritage station, then by all means let's get typing away downstairs in the comment section. Right, moving on now. No Blackpool Simon this week. He's very busy beaving away on the Transpennine Express, but he will be back very soon, so we're going to scoot straight away into your turn.
Yeah, I was at Carnarvon's. Was it a good run?
It was really good, really good. The only criticism about it was I was practically dead. I was full of cold yesterday.
Oh no.
Yes, thank you to everyone who's been putting their content on the Your Railway Community Facebook page, where I will cherry pick the content from there. Just please upload a single item, a raw item of your video onto the Facebook page. Makes it so much easier for me to get it off there to use it for a Your Turn. Right, okay, let's find out now, shall we, where Phil is. Yes, Phil is a Northern Guard, trotting across the rails, a big enthusiast and supporter of the rail industry, and hats off to you, mate. Thank you for helping us with the Rail Roundup. If you recognise where he is, but if you do know, then it'd be great if you can comment down below. Now it's time to find out who I've chosen to be the winner of photo of the show. Well done, congratulations to you. Rightio, don't forget, if you've got any news that you want me to cover, if you want me to come along, or just to write about it and talk about it on the Rail Roundup, bang that drum for the rail industry, especially the heritage side, then please by all means get in contact. You can email me on railroundup@mail.com and we can see where we go from there. Of course, I always go on about it. Please make sure you support your heritage railway. It's vitally important to make sure that you keep the money flowing through them to keep them going, because we don't want to lose our heritage, do we? As regards heritage, we have the special spotters now coming up, where I choose a particular heritage train that's doing a tour somewhere around the country, and I want to bang my drum about it, and this is one I've chosen this week.
And as usual, choosing the most comprehensive rail tour website that I will always give a good plug to is Rail Advent, along with their news that they do, so make sure you check them out. I've decided to choose for the 27th of November from Norwich to York, the York Yuletide Express. Now this is operated by the Rail Touring Company. It'll leave London Victoria, initially travelling west through Clapham Junction and head through West London suburbs via Kew. Travel around London to join the Middle Main Line at Dudding Hill, and they will head north with stops at St Albans, Luton and Bedford. They carry on to Kettering, the final stop at Leicester, where they'll stop further passengers, go through Loughborough and the Erewash Valley at Trent Junction. After Chesterfield, they'll take the old road to Rotherham and continue to Conisborough to Doncaster, where they join the East Coast Main Line, and they can expect a fast run, they say, all the way to York.
Yes, that'd be really good for wanting to see that out and about the rails. Like I said before, you don't have to be on it. You go line side safely and get some content and share it with us on the York Railway Community Facebook page. As usual, you'll find me on other channels, storm chasing or weather related channel. Just type in storm chasing Nodrog, or of course my spookies. I do my spookies. I've been doing a load over Halloween. There's plenty of content on there if you like a little bit of the paranormal, the dark unveiling of our history and mystery. It's definitely on there for you to watch. Get some biscuits and cup of tea and enjoy. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching this edition. Hopefully there'll be one next week. Keep the content flowing, because it's only possible and made by you. And until next time, ta-ra.